All right, peace and blessings to everybody out there. Welcome back to the Fake Woke Podcast. This is your boy BobbyVILN. I'm back with another video. Um, I'm here to talk about the resurrection of Jim Crow. Oh wow, I can't even believe I'm saying that myself. So if you haven't been paying attention, um, to what's been going on in Mississippi, Atlanta, and Tennessee, has been a whole lot of it's been a whole lot of race baiting, a whole lot of race talk. You already know what I've said um before about race and how it how it's very profitable to talk about race. Race is a real touchy subject. It's a real emotional subject for some people. Um, and every time it's in the media, it gets everybody's attention. If you haven't noticed. Um, and I just want to be able to really not necessarily break down what's going on, um, but to just give my 1-2 on it, my opinion on it, and just to give you just a brief summary of what's really going on. If you wanna what was I trying to say? If you want to go ahead and you want to dive into that subject or to whatever's going on in Mississippi, Atlanta, and Tennessee, you can go ahead and do that on your own time. I'm just gonna go over it briefly due to the fact that it's kind of late. Let me go ahead and share my screen. Uh, Here we go. Share. Okay, you can see it, right? You can see it. All right, cool. All right, screen is being shared. All right, so as of right now in Mississippi, the Mississippi House, which is a supermajority for Republicans, um, they have a bill called HB House Bill 120 that is going to allow uh the Jackson City to split, or the majority white neighborhoods to split from Jackson City, okay, capital city, which is 83% black, as you can see right here. Sorry about that. As you can see right here, it explains it right there in just the first sentence. Now, what's going to happen with that is if the majority white cities do split from Jackson, capital city, they'll end up receiving 12% of the sales tax from that 83% black city. Not only that, within that district, they will have appointed federal officials, judges, attorneys, you name it, they're gonna have it. They're gonna have the Capitol Police Force jurisdiction is going to expand to that new district. Okay. So, and they've been having down there, Jackson, they've been having problems. Well, the black people have been having problems with the Capitol Police Force. They say they are a tad bit more unruly than Jackson's police department. That's neither here nor there. I'm not about to go into all of that, but that is the basis of House Bill 1020 in Mississippi. Basically, the white majority neighborhoods are trying to separate from Jackson City, which is an 83% populated black city. And if you were paying attention to the whole water crisis, in Mississippi. They had a lot of homes down there in Jackson. A lot of homes down there didn't have running water for a while, for weeks. I think for like a month, a full month, because down there they haven't replaced the piping for a lot of the water supplies since World War II or something like that. You know, and they it don't. How can I say it? It's not one of the best situations down there, so I can understand where they coming from and why they're upset that these white majority neighborhoods want to separate from them, and the fact that the sales tax is majority of this not majority but 12% of their sales tax is going to this new district or uh, uh, um, this potential new district, and they don't have any say so of who gets elected and whatnot. So like I can understand. But again, this is just race baiting, in my personal opinion, because race draws in the attention, it draws in money, and it keeps people focused on the wrong thing. It keeps people distracted. Now we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna go to this Buckhead situation. Buckhead's trying to do the same thing. They're trying to split from the greater Atlanta due to the fact that the crime rate is so high. It's the same thing in Mississippi. They feel like crime rate is too high. They want to separate. They want to make their own districts. But the funny thing is with this Senate Bill 113 and 114, which actually had a 4-3 vote, they will be receiving, I think, 18% of the sales tax from the greater Atlanta. Now, like I've already said, the resurrection of Jim Crow, or that's how they're promoting it, is nothing but a distraction. It's a distraction from the fact that the truth about the whole Wu 19 is coming out. They're trying to distract you from the fact that Bill Gates has been issued an arrest warrant in the Philippines. They're trying to distract you from the fact that Fauci been caught lying. They're trying to distract you from the fact that Epstein's flight log has been released. They also trying to distract you from the fact that J.P. Morgan had a lot to do with or was in not influenced but involved with the whole Epstein thing. And then on top of that, they got a bunch of other other BS up under their belts, getting caught with coke on one of their cargo ships, all types of stuff they're trying to distract you from. And they always use race as a reason to distract people. They're trying to widen that rift between blacks and whites. Not saying that Mississippi's not contributing to that. Not contributing to that, or not saying that the splits that's happening in Jackson and in Buckhead, or the fact that they actually want to split from these cities and make their own little district, is not factual, or is not true, or is not as potent as they make it seem in these articles. But it is a distraction to keep people's minds on the race. Okay. And I keep saying it, and I'm gonna keep saying it. And right now, you might not like the other side, but at some point you're gonna have to come together, and you're gonna have to fight the bigger enemy. And that's the system. That's the corporation. You're gonna have to stand up to the corporation sooner or later, because they're gonna keep fucking you over. They're gonna keep fucking you over. They're gonna keep fucking you over as long as you distracted. It's easy to control a population when they're divided. It's easy to control a population when their attention is on something so trivial as the color of somebody's skin. You know, it's very easy to control a populace that way, and they know that, and they keep putting out these types of stories, or putting these into the headlines. Not saying that this is not important. This is very important. But they keep doing this. They keep putting out these types of stories because they know there's people out there that is so focused on just race-based issues, you know? And at some point we are going to have that conversation, you know, at some point. But we should learn from our ancestors. We should learn from the Nation of Islam and the fact that they had a secret pact with the KKK and other white supremacist groups to put the BS to the side and actually work towards finding a solution to combat the establishment. You know, and it's hilarious that that actually happened. So we can learn something from that. We really can. We really can. Um, but for the most part, uh, like I said before, this is all a distraction. So keep your eyes on the prize. Stop tapping into the matrix. Only tap in when you absolutely need to. And understand when something's a Trojan horse, or when something is actual factual and needs your undivided attention. But besides that, make sure you like, subscribe, and share my video. And yeah, fight the establishment as much as possible. Don't fall for the okie doke. Do not fall for the okie doke. Not again. All right, I'm out.